So you just finished watching Darling in the Franxx? And I know what you're thinking. You know what, this was actually pretty good. The animation was pretty fluid, the story is interesting, the characters are likable, there's mechs, white power, and fan service. It's like the perfect anime for the Aryan race to
masturbate to anime.
But I'm not gonna be talking about that, because that's racist. The fuck is wrong with you? Instead of regurgitating what the 99% are going to say, I'll be doing something different. I'm going to think outside the sphere. This anime is not about a dystopian future where children have to pilot mechs to defeat giant alien monsters and we delve into their psyche and we get some themes about PTSD or what it means to fall in love. Oh wait, wrong anime. Or is it? No. Episode 1 of this anime is about how to get a girlfriend. Now you might be thinking, a girlfriend? You can put those two words together? Now it is surprising that this concept exists, but it is possible, although highly unlikely, to like anime and get a girlfriend. And not a friend girl, but an actual girlfriend. And I'm going to be using this anime as an example. Now it's clear that Trigger has an appreciation and love for the female body. Now that's step 1. You must find someone that's comfortable with their sex appeal. Because obviously if they are trying to look sexy, then they are clearly asking for it. Step 2. You need to be somewhat attractive. Look at Monica over here. I mean Hiro. No, not that one. Hiro might not be the most attractive, and he might be a manlet, but he's not ugly. And if you're not ugly, you've pretty much made it over the hill. You just need that final push. Unfortunately, the more anime you consume tends to correlate to how ugly you actually are. But don't you worry about that, because I'm in the same boat. In fact, I'm way uglier than you. I bet you don't know who this is. You probably don't, you fucking beautiful bastard. Step 3. Set up the perfect first impression. Now don't do what this old man is doing. You are too young for that. And in 20 years, you'll be accused of sexual assault and your life will end. Would it be worth it then, you pervert? No. What you need to do is watch from a distance. Make sure the two of you are alone, and she is preferably naked. Then, you take her panties. But don't show an expression. If you show any signs of pervertedness, then that's what you are. You must be stern and clench those panties. This is for her to know that you're serious and you are indeed interested. Step 4. It doesn't matter how, but you must approach her like you're trying to save her, but make sure you don't drop her panties. Otherwise, she'll know that you're unreliable and unfaithful. Step 5. You will now initiate contact, but you want her to approach you since you have no confidence because you're a weeb. Now that she's naked and in front of you, stare directly into her eyes. After all, you only have eyes on her. But don't stare too much. You need to have a vulnerable side as well. Eventually, she'll notice that you got her panties wet. She's going to think you're a pervert. This is where you own up to it and be confident as you hand her panties back. Step 6. If you do this correctly and you manage to charm her, she'll laugh and tell you how much she appreciates you. She might even initiate that physical contact. See? Now she's got the image of a great guy in her mind. Step 7. Now this is a very important step. Wait for her to fall into a life or death situation. You show up as the brave man or woman and console her as she bleeds out. You give her some encouragement and then you ask her out. Her wounds are pretty severe and there's no one else around. What's she gonna do, say no? Step 8, the last step. Hopefully she's not dead. If she is, then you failed. But if she's alive, then she'll accept your confession, give you a cute nickname, and pull you in for that nice kiss. Congratulations! You got yourself a girlfriend. But then you realize that you're not in an anime and this will never work in real life because you can't just steal a girl's panties. Because girls don't exist, they're all traps, you moron.
What was that?
So you have a girlfriend and I know what you're thinking. Wait, you wanna keep her? I thought the goal was to get a girlfriend, not sustain a relationship. Okay, this is unheard of. What is this progressive bullshit? None of my Japanese enemies have prepared me for this. Oh, but I mean, of course I can help you keep your relationship. I mean, well, what's the first thing you gotta do to your girlfriend? I guess you better put it in. Okay, don't do what Hiro is doing. That is not how it works. You think you just go around asking for sex? If that was true, I wouldn't be a professional virgin, thank you very much. No. First, you need to break up with your side piece. In this case, it's Ichigo. Alright, look, Bleach, I get it. We had a good run. You were great in the beginning, but you really let yourself go as time went on. Like, I don't even know what you are anymore. Oh, wait, no. I'm talking about Franxx! Alright, look, obviously your friend group isn't gonna be very happy with you dating a foreign girl. It's okay to realize that your friends might be racist. Well, your side piece isn't gonna take the girlfriend thing sitting down. She's gonna try to win you back with some good sex. But you'll want to save your virginity for the woman that you love, which is your current girlfriend. So you try to reason with her current boyfriend, but he's a cuck, so he's okay with it. Now you're trying to get your current girlfriend to help, but she's very liberal in her sexuality, so she's okay with sharing. Besides, she's very confident that you only have eyes on her, and she really wants that three-way. Well, now you're in a dilemma. As a good Christian boy, adultery is a sin, no matter how attractive Ichigo and a thought of a three-way might be. But she insists, so you do the last thing to keep your virginity. You get erectile dysfunction.
どうしたの？
わからない。急に。
私のせい？
違うと思う。
Alright, now you don't have to feel bad for not having sex with Ichigo. And she doesn't have to feel awful that she can't satisfy a man because it's a genetic issue. Oh, but now you have erectile dysfunction. Ah,
Look at me, man. I'm not funny. I steal jokes. My dick don't work, man.
Just imagine you're out there, swatting lights in a makeup.
Now you have erectile dysfunction. So you just had awkward sex, and I know what you're thinking. Well, the good news is, you don't have erectile dysfunction. The bad news is, everybody now knows that you're a disappointment. You're going to have to live with the consequences of participating in terrible sex. Hopefully she doesn't go to a journalist. It's important that we talk about our feelings. So let's open up to our good friend who happens to be the cuck that's dating the girl you just fucked. I mean, it still counts even if you just put it in.
兄弟みたいなもんだろ。
Alright, I know what you're thinking, but it's incest in name only. I mean, come on, who hasn't fantasized about sleeping with their siblings? I mean, I wouldn't know, I'm an only child. Alright, moving on. Look, you know, you're not alone. We've all had our moments where we were not at peak performance. It's okay to be ashamed. Recognizing our flaws allows us to improve on them. But at least you have a girlfriend, so let's go see her.
ダーリンのエッチ。
え？
あんまりジロジロ見ないでよ。
だから、なんでエッチに。
Gee, I wonder why. So your girlfriend takes you out on a date and she's got it all planned out. Yeah, I know, right? You really looked out on her. Don't you fucking blow it. So she takes you dancing, and then you do the impossible with her. You go outside. What a joyous occasion! You're finally a man!
逃げちゃおうか。僕と一緒に。僕ならダーリンを連れ出してあげられる。
Oh geez, I don't know, babe. I think we should take it slow. Oh god, no! Of course I'll marry you!
なんつって。
Ah, this bitch, I swear to god. So I know what you're thinking. Where did all these mechs come from? Now allow me to explain. As a Neet with an online PhD in clinical sexlexia, when you are having sexual intercourse and you become one with your partner, the two of you enter a fever dream together, where you have to work together to fight off the dreaded STDs. It's like Pacific Rim, except instead of trying to save mankind, you're trying to keep your manhood clean. Sometimes when you're having an orgy, you enter a Matrix-like environment where the couples can interact and fight off the venereal diseases together. But sometimes it doesn't go as planned. Some partners can climax too early and be left vulnerable. Well, now your friends are in a pickle. It's time to whip it out and get in there. But sometimes life gets in the way. Turns out that you still have to do that last minute paperwork that your dickhead boss threw at you. But your girlfriend needs to be satisfied. I mean, you need to save your friends. Now this asshole shows up and does the equivalent of slapping your girlfriend's ass at the bar. He's planning on taking her away and leaving his mark in her. This is where you step up and...
02。みつると言ってくれ。
No. Okay, never mind. I guess we'll go the cuck route. I mean, you're clearly busy and she has her needs. I don't know what to do now. Hopefully he's bad at sex? Okay, turns out he's pretty good. I mean, I guess you don't have a girlfriend anymore?
そうなんだ。じゃあ、ちょっと本気出してみようかな。
Well, it turns out your girlfriend might be a little crazy in bed. She might be a dom.
僕のダーリンは君だけだ。
That's pretty hot.
How would you feel if I made out with your butt while you masturbate?
So your friend just stuck his dick in crazy and I know what you're thinking. Well, I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
ご飯も手をつけてないよ。
Yes, a decreased sex drive is one of the many symptoms of crazy sex. But the boy here is bedridden, and he's clearly in a lot of pain. His post-sex illness is much more severe than the average sexual encounter. He must be suffering from a post-orgasmic illness. Be careful, young ones. Your penis only has enough power to wade through the mental anguish of dealing with crazy bitches.
Alright!
It's finally the weekend. You got your job done. Your schedule is free. Now is the time to spend it with your girlfriend. But this is where the doubt comes in. Your friend failed to satisfy your girlfriend, and he had much more experience and a better technique, you start to feel more insecure, which is understandable. After all, you didn't exactly excel in your previous sexual encounter. Meanwhile, your girlfriend is having parental problems. It seems that her dad does not approve of her sleeping around. Rumors are starting to spread. Your friends are calling her a slut, and she might be infected with the STDs. Now you're even more afraid. Nobody wants to get AIDS. Oh crap.
ちょっとなんで
ねえダーリン、一緒にここを出よう。
You're in a weird situation now. Your penis is saying yes, but your brain says no. Why, brain? We can just use a condom.
パパたちが決めたことよ。
Papa? Alright, look, obviously your friend group isn't gonna be very happy with you dating a foreign girl. It's okay to realize that your friends might be racist. The characters are likable, there's mechs, white power, and fan service. It's like the perfect anime for the Aryan race to
Masturbate to anime.
Of course, now I remember who you are. You're an Aryan boy, and the one thing that the Aryan race fears is racial mixing. You were racist the whole time.
化け物だと思ってる。
Looks like we're dealing with a ringworm, and it's the razor type by the looks of it. That's not good. If you get manscaped by it, your chances of contracting an STD increases. All of your friends are out there having unprotected sex, and their pubes are getting shaved. We have to save them. But it looks like your girlfriend is moving away. Her dad doesn't want her to live in such a racist society, and long-distance relationships never work. I guess this is goodbye. Your penis is flaccid. Your Aryan brain accepts that a foreigner is no ideal partner. But your heart aches. Why does it hurt? Because you love her. And you realize that.
待ちなさい！ヒロ！
Before it's too late, you run after her, disregarding your traditional values, and all your insecurity leaves your body, and it's replaced with nothing but confidence.
俺は君と乗りたかったんだだから行かないでくれゼロゼ
And it might be the dumbest fucking shit you've ever said, but it's a confession of love towards her. Does she accept it? She does.
僕に乗りたいんだ。
乗るよ
And after waiting and fighting your inner demons, you finally have sex. And it felt so good.